I know what my own reaction when I heard what was being done and the way in which it was being done. I was quite sceptical because I did think that the humanity might well be driven out of the process. But you know, one of the great triumph of Walt Disney was to adapt animation to humanism and create movies that were every bit as humanist as they were brilliantly conceived, brilliantly executed. And this, I think, is the great challenge for the new technologies, not to lose the humanist instincts, the humanist touch. It'll be very, very interesting to see the way in which that develops. In the end, these technologies are and always have been devised to support storytelling, not to supplant it.
And that's just what they're doing at the Media Lab in Boston, where designers are developing interactive 3D characters for children's stories.
I hope he works today.
The idea is to get kids more involved in the stories they're watching.
Well, this is a really very simple character that we've developed. We call him Dr. J.T. Puppet. And he's very, very simple. He just follows me around in the world, relying on the vision system to tell him where I am in the world. And then he'll mimic some of my gestures. So if I hold up my hand, he'll hold up his hand. Let's see if I can get him to jump. Sometimes wow, he's really behaving today.
It's very early days, but in research labs like these, you can see the mass-market computer toys of tomorrow. Eventually, kids will step into the screen and play with Silas the dog themselves.
These kinds of systems are encouraging children to be creative and to be imaginative and so on. At the moment, what children mostly do, or the way children experience entertainment and storytelling at the moment, is in a fairly passive way. For example, a lot of very young kids are completely hooked to watching videos, and lots of videos every day. With this kind of system, a child can take a much more active role. For example, the child can become one of the characters in the story and enact that role or play that role. So I would say that it encourages children to be much more creative and imaginative.
What interests these designers is making intelligent creatures that respond to you. Chucking a computerized ball to a computerized dog is the first step.
One of the goals of this work is to be able to build creatures who have the intelligence to tweak their own knobs, if you will. So that all you need to do is say, okay, Silas, look over at that person, or find some food. And then Silas can do all of the things that he needs to do without an animator planning each step. So in all of the work that we do, at every instant, the creature itself is deciding, what should I do next, based on what I see in the world and what I feel.
I guess my basic interest is still that I want to understand intelligence. I want to understand what this phenomenon is. So what I've been doing throughout my sort of career is try to build semi-intelligent systems and try to understand how we can make systems even smarter, how we can make systems learn, how we can make systems communicate, how we can make systems that can understand people, people's goals, even people's emotions, etc. So that's really my passion.
He's seriously, he likes you better. Hey, I created you.
Next on the techno horizon, the cyber TV presenter.
Hey folks, you know what? I am this technological breakthrough. My name is Bros, B-R-O-Z. I'm the first ever live performed, fully rendered, full-bodied, from top to toe, computer animated character.
What you see here on this screen is a character which is completely animated with a mixture of humans and computers. Now you see this actress here wearing our bodysuits. Let me freeze this frame in here. And what you will see is that she is being wired with a set of sensors. These sensors are magnetic sensors, and they allow us to get the data of the movements and play back in real time the motion that she's performing. The result is that the little character is acting exactly the same type of movements that the actress is doing.
Here they come.
To make a character like this one, we use an actor because it is essential to emphasize and to have a stronger movements than the regular movements, so that the movement is captured, is filtered, goes through all the electronics and gets into a natural movements. So the skills of a professional actor are essential for this.
More and more of these cyber presenters are invading television. But it's not all high-tech. To control their expressions, they use traditional puppeteers. On live TV, the characters' lips have to exactly match the words, and only professional puppeteers can do it quickly enough. It's their fingers in wired gloves that control the lips, expressions, and hands. This technology can invent new presenters or bring back some old faces.
Hola i adeu. Bé, senyor patrocinador, fins aquí he arribat.
Groucho Marx is virtually alive and well, telling bad jokes on Spanish TV. It seems like anything's possible.
A computer in itself will never generate art. A computer is just a tool that we give to scriptwriters, to movie makers. If you don't have any story to tell, using a computer will not make it look better. So I think it's just a matter of expressing different feelings and providing creative talents and creative people with additional tools to express themselves.
In Japan, it's the marketing men who've got into cyberspace. They've custom designed their own teen pop star. Meet Kyoko Date. She's 16, loves dancing, chewing gum and boys with earrings. She's already got a fan club, a recording contract, and she'll soon have her own TV show. She looks almost real, but she only exists as a computer program. The Japanese haven't stopped at creating cyber sex kittens to take over the music biz. They even have plans to bring people back from the dead. Dr. Akikazu Takayushi's computer revives dear departed friends and relatives, or even film stars. It's all done from photographs. So instead of a photo of grandma in an album, we'll soon have a virtual grandma on a computer screen.
In this system, we can utilize 2D pictures, video frames, and using that pictures, we can reconstruct 3D face. The modeling system completes 3D modeling, geometric modeling of the face, but this is just half of the work. We need to introduce behavior or motion or expression to that face, 3D face.
This is where it gets really scary. Imagine what else it can do. You can talk to anybody that ever lived, even some that didn't. In cyberspace, you need never be lonely, ever again. Attach a camera to the computer, and the virtual image will even respond.
So if I move, this agent look for me. So if I go into his scope, he will look at me and smile and bow. And if I move, this agent track me. And this kind of expressions and behavior makes the computer-human interaction richer and richer.